Hi everybody, welcome to my homestead and welcome to my channel. My name is Jared. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe. In this video, we're going to talk about the sign of the Son of Man because I'm always on the lookout for anything that could be the sign of the Son of Man. And this strange object was recorded in the skies above Missouri, not too far from Adam-ondi-Ahman. And according to the title of this video, this was August 6, 2024. And at the time that I'm recording this video was uploaded just 13 hours ago. Let's take a look at the map. So here's the Kansas City area down here, Jackson County. And if you go directly north, and if you go northwest from Adam-ondi-Ahman, you get to Albany, Missouri, which is where this was recorded. This guy recorded it on this camera. I guess he titled it Missouri Skies Aurora Cam Color. And then he has another one that's called Missouri Skies East Camera. So this is a really interesting thing. I have some other things to share with you in regards to this, but before we get into that, I just want to remind you I am partnered with Trevor Stevens. He has this business called Forge, Build, and Design. He's one of my subscribers, and he does these wood carvings. And there's various topics, but the ones that I want to highlight are these wood carvings of the Christus. He also has the Nativity. I especially like these temple carvings. He has a number of different temples that you can choose from. And then he also has a couple for the family proclamation. If you go to the description box of my video, you can get 10% off with this code CHRISTIAN.HOMESTEAD10. So make sure to check that out and take advantage of that 10% off. Okay, so let's go to spaceweather.com. They talk about this strange sky phenomenon. A ghostly comet-like object glided above the central USA last night. Quote, I did not see it in person, says Dan Bush of Albany, Missouri. But this morning, upon reviewing my cameras for Perseids, like the meteor shower, discovered I had recorded this remarkable event. I assume it's a polar orbiting satellite, fuel dump, breaking up, outgassing, or something else, he says. And that could be, let's take a look at a couple things here. So there are fuel dumps that give this kind of ghostly appearance in the sky. This is from Associated Press, Rocket Science, Alaska Sky Spiral caused by SpaceX fuel dump. And, I mean, if you didn't know what that was, that'd be kind of a scary thing to see in the sky, or you would maybe assume it's an indication of the second coming, or it's aliens or something like that. And then I'm sure that you've seen this before. Here's a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket launch. And once it, gets higher up, you have like the gases that fan out, and it has kind of like a jellyfish or fish-like appearance. I have this other video here that gives kind of a better view. Let me know if you've seen this in person. I haven't. I have seen a re-entry, which looked pretty dramatic. Not like this, but I've seen a re-entry before. I didn't know what I was looking at the time. I did a live stream because it was just so crazy looking. But, there are things like this that take place in the sky. However, if we compare this rocket launch to this video, go back here, it doesn't quite look the same. I'm no expert. It may not be a Falcon 9 rocket. It may not be, a missile, because I think there was one time that there was like a Chinese cruise missile or ballistic missile that did kind of like I think it was like a malfunction, and it caused that like spiral effect. I don't know what a satellite fuel dump looks like, so maybe this is a satellite. I don't know, but I can't say in my lifetime that I've seen anything quite like this. It has this central object that's lit up, which if this is a satellite or rocket, this is where the fuel would be coming from, and I guess kind of surrounding it. But the thing that doesn't make sense is that these gases, if that's what we're looking at, is kind of like going on ahead of the central object. So I mean, I don't know. But let's go back to space weather. Alexander Goroshko of WestJet Airlines also saw it from a plane flying over Denver at 39,000 feet. Quote, it looked amazing from the flight deck, he says. And there is a picture from him right here. Not as well defined, but I guess he saw it. And you just have that very unusual shape. And that's pretty much it. Now, it's interesting because it's the same guy that I did a video on before. This was 3 months ago. Video of red aurora near Adam-ondi-Ahman. And there was a radio station that did a news story about it because, as the title says, video shows northern lights over Missouri, but that's impossible. The article goes on to say that for Missouri, for that location, there was no forecast for the aurora, and yet he captured it on film. So I'll put a link for this in the description box below. You can also just watch the video. I'll put a link for the video in the description box. So this is just really interesting to be seeing these things so close to Adam-ondi-Ahman. Could it be just natural phenomena or just something not related to the second coming? Of course, who knows? But I don't think it hurts to just pay attention to these things. Let's remind ourselves of what Joseph Smith said about the sign of the Son of Man. We're going to read a couple quotes. So this one is from josephsmithpapers.org, and this was taken down by James Burgess, April 6th, 1843. And Joseph Smith says, Christ says, no man knoweth the day or the hour when the Son of Man cometh. This is a sweeping argument for sectarianism against Latter-dayism. Did Christ speak this as a general principle throughout all generations? Oh no, he spake in the present tense. No man that was then living upon the footstool of God knew the day or the hour. But he did not say that there was no man throughout all generations that should not know the day or the hour. No, for this would be in flat contradiction with other scripture. For the prophet says that God will do nothing but what he will reveal unto his servants, the prophets. Consequently, if it is not made known to the prophets, it will not come to pass. Again, we find Paul, 1st of Thessalonians, 5th chapter, expressly points out the characters who shall not know the day nor the hour when the Son of Man cometh. For it says, I think there's kind of like a typo here. It says, it will come upon them as the thief or unawares. Who are they that are the children of darkness or night? But to the saints he says, ye are not of the night nor of darkness, that day should come upon you unawares. John the Revelator says, 14th chapter, 7th verse, that the hour of his judgment is come. They are precursors or forerunners of the coming of Christ. Read Matthew 24th chapter and all the prophets. He says, then shall they see the sign of the coming of the Son of Man in the clouds of heaven. How are we to see it? Answer, as the lighting... Okay, now pay attention to this part. How are we to see the sign of the Son of Man? Answer, as the lighting up of the morning, or the dawning of the morning, cometh from the east and shineth unto the west. So also is the coming of the Son of Man. The dawn of the morning makes its appearance in the east and moves along gradually. So also the coming of the Son of Man be. It will be small at its first appearance. So again, I'm not saying that this is the sign of the Son of Man, but it is, small at its first appearance, relatively speaking. It will be small at its first appearance and gradually becomes larger until every eye shall see it. Shall the saints understand? Oh yes, Paul says so. Shall the wicked understand? Oh no, they attribute it to a natural cause. They will probably suppose it is two great comets coming in contact with each other. There is another account of this same discourse on josephsmithpapers.org. This is the manuscript for History of the Church. And it talks about the fact that the wicked will think that it's a planet or a comet, etc. So not necessarily just a comet, but just some kind of natural phenomena in the skies. So, only time will tell with these things as usual. But it is a very, very strange thing. And it's a very, very interesting location to see this. I looked into the guy that records these things. He has a website called Missouri Skies. He has the YouTube channel, Missouri Skies. Flickr. He has an X account. His name is Dan Bush. He did a Facebook post about this. Let me just read that. Satellite propellant dump, ? August 6, 2024. Missouri Skies. They never disappoint. One never, one never knows what one will see going on in the skies. I did not see this in person, but in reviewing my cameras for Perseid meteors, I saw what at first appeared to be a regular cloud moving northward. Further inspection revealed this remarkable event, which I assume is a polar orbiting satellite fuel dump breaking up, outgassing, or something else. See my YouTube link in the comments for full video clips and time lapses. So, yeah. And like I said, I'll put that in the description box below. So that's going to be it for this one. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe, like this video if you liked it, leave your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. Also make sure to share it, and I'll talk to you guys later.